officially in Canada, and it's stunning. The roads are a lot more bumpier since we've got over the border. But we are passing the Fraser River. So technically day 4 of us driving from Oregon.
In Idaho, if I remember right, you have to get on the scale if you're over 20,000 pounds, if I remember right. Great views of the Fraser for a little while right now on our left side.
We ended up buying walkie-talkies because we are caravanning with my mom. She's driving our car. So my husband has one up at the very front of the bus. I have one at the very back, and then my mom has one in our car. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, it's technically like day 4 of our drive, but also not really, because we left my parents, got to my sister's later that evening, and we stayed 2 days with them before we got back on the road. So if we're not counting those 2 days that we stayed at my sister's, this is technically day 2 on the road. We left their house yesterday afternoon, drove all the way up here to Canada. We did have to do some paperwork for our firearms, and we also brought my husband's Euro mounted deer, and so we had to do some paperwork for those before we could cross over into Canada. But by the time we got to the border last night, it was like midnight, so it was late, and so we just pulled over the bus and slept, and then we did that this morning. So we just crossed over the border like 30 minutes ago, and now we're driving through Canada. So technically this is our second day on the road, and it is stunning. It is beautiful up here. Yeah, I'll just add clips throughout our drive so that you guys can see how beautiful it is. One thing I did want to address with bus life is one thing we never saw anyone talking about was their buses overheating. Our engine is great, our transmission is great, like everything is great mechanical wise on our bus. We had it all checked out before we, hit the road and everything, fixed what needed to be fixed. But we never saw any videos about people talking about buses overheating. And maybe it's just ours, but what I'm learning is that's not the case. We are pulled over in Canada because our bus overheated. This is like the second time that it's overheated, going up this huge mountain, right? So it can be inconvenient, but then again, it's nice because I'm in bed just chilling, baby's eating snacks, another baby's sleeping, the oldest is with grandma, but sometimes with the bus life, you do just have to take it nice and slow. Like, of course, we want to get to our next destination. Like, we're excited to get there, right? But we got to take it slow because we don't want to ruin our bus. So pulling over for brakes for it to cool down are just sometimes what you got to do. Good morning. It is 4:22 in the morning, and we are at Toad River, and the highway is closed. I guess there was a really big truck accident, so it's been closed since 3 p.m. yesterday, so 20 hours. And I've been driving, well, we hopped back on the road in Prince George, and we were going to drive all the way to Whitehorse. So we were going to drive straight there, like 16 hours. We've been driving overnight to get my mom back to the airport because she has work. And unless they open the road in the next 12 minutes, that's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Alma is in the bus behind us, a couple hours behind us. So he'll probably catch up to us. And we're just waiting here with all of the other semis. Okay, so update. Alma caught up to us. I am now in the bus. It's 6:15. And no update yet, but they said hopefully in the next 45 minutes. We'll get an update on the website for the Canadian roads, but joke's on us because no one has service. So we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna take a nap. And I'll see you when we wake up, and hopefully something has changed, and hopefully we get to move.
Videos, not pictures.